Hey teachers, how are you feeling today? I just realized that all the three activities I'm sharing with you today are in a form of a question. I don't know about you, dear teachers, but I love asking questions to my students, and honestly, sometimes they hate me for that. And that got me thinking, what is something students love the most? Games, right? They love to play games. So, what if we mix what they love with what they hate without making it super obvious? Sounds genius. Let's go. Activity 1. What type of problems do they have? I just want to quickly note that all of the activities names gonna be long, so please bear with these lengthy titles. Thank you so much. In this activity, you will show your students a series of photos, preferably pictures that showcase a type of a problem, like these ones. Let's take this one to illustrate. Tell your students to take a couple of seconds to examine the photo and then ask them, what type of problems do you think this girl has? Looking at her notebook, the laptop, the pens, she's probably a miserable, stressed, under pressure student, right? She could also be suffering from a severe headache looking at the way she's touching her head. I'd personally like to believe that she's solving a math problem because math does that to people. So this activity is so engaging. The funnier the photo, the more fun. Tell the students that they will be voting for the best or funniest answers. Sometimes I show students images that don't necessarily give any clues about the problems to make them use their imagination. I also quite often pick images that would secretly serve the purpose of my lesson. So if I'm teaching a lesson about food, I select pictures that go with my subject to warm them up and refresh or perhaps even review their vocabulary on that particular topic. Activity 2. Who would buy this pair of products? I tell my students that today we're gonna go shopping and review some products that we probably don't need. I show them random, irrelevant, unnecessary products. Here are some of the products I often use. I like to go with 10 items, but you can definitely go with as many items as you need. Just make sure it's an even number. We go over each product and answer the following. Describe the product. What do you think of this product? How important is this product for you? And who do you think might buy it or need it? After we finish reviewing each item, I put them into pairs or groups and I ask them to work together to select 2 products that you think someone would buy both of them together at the same time. For instance, I think the slippers and the bag of chips are perfect for a gamer. Perhaps the sunglasses and the coat are suitable for a detective. All 10 products should eventually be paired and shipped to someone. Remind them, however, that they have to explain it. Why you think that a gamer needs a pair of slippers and a bag of chips? I mean, why not another person? Do you know any gamer who happens to own or use them? The point is, they can't just match things randomly here. They have to justify their selections. I have already created 10 pages with over 100 cool, crazy products. Feel free to check them out. Links in the description. Activity 3. How would you describe it? Draw a very random character on the board and give it a funny name. And tell students that this person has magically transported just today from the past. And you have to explain the following things to them. How would you explain cell phones, the internet, malls, bubble tea, and the list of cool inventions and innovations goes on and on. I usually pick 3 things, but again, you can absolutely go with more ideas or even stick to one. To make things clearer to the students, write these 3 points on the board. And I'm gonna use bubble tea to illustrate here. First, describe it. What does bubble tea look like? Tell them to use the 5 senses as a reference here, like the size, shape, color, texture, smell, taste, etc. The second point is, what is it used for? In other words, why is it important? The last point is optional, but they have to convince this person that having this item would change their life. So back to our example of boba, they kind of have to show that person this boba would make their life better. I know, but students are smart, and trust me, they will figure it out every time. It's always good, and sometimes it could be very eye-opening and fun to make students change their perspective and put themselves in someone else's shoes. That's pretty much it. I've recently updated my TBT store with really cool stuff. Definitely go check it out. I'll keep the link down below. Thank you for being here today. Have a lovely rest of your day.